Hello friends, I am Binoy. Welcome to my YouTube channel Share Tips. For the last 1 month, I can't able to put any video. My mother is no more with me. She passed away 7th of this month. So after a long period, I am again starting my video now. So I think it's very apt to put my favorite share. You all know that is Rvnl. One more reason is also there. OFS is there in case of Rvnl. So many people is confused about OFS. The rate also comes down 10% from its year high of 141 rupees. Lot of comments are there asking me what to do with Rvnl. I can't able to give answers to any of these comments. So I decided to put a video itself to give a clear picture of Rvnl. First of all, Rvnl, as I said, from the beginning itself, when it was traded at 30 rupees, I strongly ask every people to buy Rvnl as a multi-bagger stock. If you want to get a multi-bagger stock, you have to hold this stock for a long period. Then only you will get a multi-bagger return from such stock. To be a patient investor. And I am saying that the return you get from multi-bagger stock you can't able to imagine. I don't know whether you get profit from trading, etc. But whatever you profit you get from trading, you will get double or more than double from a long-term investment. So for that, you have become a patient investor. Look, Rvnl, you please consider Rvnl as a multi-bagger stock. I request everyone to buy Rvnl, hold Rvnl for the next 5 years. The story of Rvnl is very, very, very big. Sometimes this may be known by the FIers or operators, DIers, mutual funds, etc. But still, retail investors are unaware about this Rvnl. That's the problem. So I want every of my viewers, subscribers to understand the potentiality of Rvnl first before you invest in Rvnl. So please consider Rvnl as a long-term stock. So if you consider Rvnl as a long-term story, as a multi-bagger stock, there is nothing to worry about, and you please look into the rate of Rvnl every day. If you are not so much patient, the minimum target will be 500 rupees. If you are a patient investor and you are ready to hold the share for the next 5 years, the target of Rvnl may be above 1000 rupees. In between, maybe some bonus issues will be there and extraordinary dividend will be there. Already the company is giving a 1.76% dividend yield when the share was traded at 80 rupees itself. And I am sure about that the dividend yield may be more than 5% within 2 years. I already told that if you want to get the benefit of a dividend, you have to find out the shares when it was traded at low price. If a share is traded at 20 rupees and after 5 years, if that company will give dividend of 5 rupees per share, here lies the benefit of a company giving good dividend. Okay, this share Rvnl comes under that category because from 30 onwards I said you please buy 1000 shares, 30,000 rupees. You will get 30,000 as dividend after 10 years. Okay. So one more time I'm going to give a clear picture of Rvnl, why I believe Rvnl is a multi-bagger stock. Rvnl may be another LNT. because from my mistake from the stock market, I understand whatever mistake I had done, and I like the people to aware about that. Then only you can identify as a multi-bagger stock. Not even a single share will go from 20 to 2000 rupees. The correction will be there, profit booking will be there. So don't mind about that. You just invest in that company. Just being a part of the company is in its good as well as in bad times also. So before giving what are the points I have noted here, some points regarding Rvnl, why I recommend Rvnl as a multi-bagger stock. Before that, let's just study about OFS. What is OFS? I think 90% of people know about OFS. What is that? Some 10% may be not aware about of this incident. So I just explain it. As per new rule, promoters must bring down the shareholdings to 75%. If the promoters have more than 75% holding in a company, they have to reduce the stake below 75%. So as part of that, every company which have promoters more than 75% stake are compelled to bring down the shareholding below 75%. Here is the case of Rvnl also. So Rvnl, they have holding of 83.36% promoter stake in the company. So they have to bring down 83% to 75%. So in first tranches, they decided to bring down the shareholding to 78%. That is 5.36% of stake they are going to sell first. So automatically the shareholding from 83% will comes down to 78%. Still there is next time, sometime they may sell that 3% share also. So in which way they have to sell the share? They have to sell the share in the way of OFS, offer for sale. So we know that if no company will offer the sale, offer the share at the market price, they have to offer the share at lower than the market price. So from 140 rupees, the OFS came and the floor price of OFS is 190 rupees. So automatically the share price will comes down to 90 rupees. Just speculation, it's clear type of speculation. It was happened in the IRCTC also. When OFS came, the share price drastically comes down. But I think this time it will not come in Rvnl, because investors are now aware of the market now. They know the potentiality of the company. So they will never participate in speculation. Speculations will fail in the case of Rvnl. So as a reason, as a speculative basis, when OFS came, most 90% company which come out of OFS will comes down below the OFS price. But I don't know whether it will happen in Rvnl or not. But whether it happens or not, 107 to 110 range is the best range to accumulate these shares. If you are a trader, actually traders get a great chance when Rvnl share goes to 141 levels, because 120 level, before the OFS came, they know that the OFS will come. So the speculators try to make it, the share price to go to 141 levels. So there is a great chance for traders to book profit at 141 level. But as an investor, as a long-term investors like us, nothing to worry. If we sell share 141 level, sometimes it may go to 160 levels. So there is no case for Rvnl to sell that share, which is a clear case of multi-bagger stock. Okay, let's just come to point. Let's just note. First, Rvnl is a Navaratna company now. It had given a status of Navaratna company, and that Navaratna company having a face value of 10 is now available at 120 rupees. Very cheap now. Just give time from them. That's the only reason. Already told dividend yield of 1.76%, and I am sure 100% I'm sure that more than 5% will be dividend yield for Rvnl in the period of 2024-2025. Okay. When in between all these newses, There's a news that they are continuously getting orders. Last Friday also they get orders worth rupees 1088 crore from Haryana Rail Infrastructure Company. You please try to understand, our rail infrastructure is just begin. A far way to go. We all know that Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, Warren Buffett, whoever may be the veteran investors, really make profit in stock market because they are a long-term investor. Warren Buffett, when the European countries started the rail infrastructure, at that time he had invested in so many companies related to rail infrastructure, engineering companies, and he had made a massive return from that category of shares. That whatever European happens in Europe 20 years before is now going to happen in India. India is a developing country, so it is inevitable to avoid the rail infrastructure development, because if one person can travel from one to another person within a short span of time, if one goods can carry from India to other countries or the neighboring states within small span of time, it will be a great achievement for the India, the economy of India. So it is inevitable that for the rail infrastructure development. So the government is giving more emphasis on the rail infrastructure development, and if the rail infrastructure is in full swing, the companies which benefit from those companies are rail related companies, and Rvnl is the number one among them. Ircon is also there. I am also bullish on Ircon, IRFC, etc., but more bullish on Rvnl. So many news are there. They are sitting with an order 56,000 crores order, and the more positive point is that management is expecting 1 lakh crore order in financial year 2024. Then another point I note is that there is a rumor about that a rail link projects, the rail which link with India to Arabian countries is going to happen. It will happen. It's all is a hidden news behind Rvnl. That the US-led multi-billion-dollar rail link projects for West Asian countries with India, that is Saudi Arabia, UAE, etc., to link Saudi Arabia, UAE, etc., with India. So the goods will be transported from India to Saudi Arabia by way of rail. It will happen. It will happen. Okay, it's a great news regarding railwayness. So many news are there. If I write all these news, the time will not permit me to read all these news. So in conclusion, Rvnl is not a trading bet. If you are a trader, please buy Rvnl with small amount and buy Rvnl SIP. So if you have 5 lakh rupees in your hand, and if you wish to do trading, please do trading with 2 lakh rupees. 3 lakh rupees you please set apart and buy 2 or 3 shares as a multi-bagger pick. My multi-bagger pick 4 numbers: Rvnl, IDFC First Bank, Union Bank, and Max India. Max India already given 100% return, I think so, from my recommended level. So these 3 shares, IDFC First Bank is a very good company. Rvnl, Union Bank, you don't see the present movement. The company, one more news behind Union Bank is that NSDL is going to come out with IPO. If it comes, the Union Bank has a stake in NSDL. So it will all explore when the news comes. So you buy in SIP these 3 shares. 3 lakh rupees you buy these 3 shares, 1 lakh rupees, and in every month, if you are a salaried employee, you can set apart some amount to buy these 3 shares, Rvnl, IDFC First Bank, and Union Bank. So, and from 5 lakh rupees only trade with the 2 lakh rupees. Okay. So this is my conclusion, that please consider Rvnl as a long-term multi-bagger stock and not as a trading speculative bet or trading. Don't use this share for trading purposes. So this is my advice for all of you, all of my viewers. Don't sell Rvnl. If it comes, there's a chance that the share price of Rvnl may comes to 107, 110 rupees. The 107 to 110 is the best range to buy the share or accumulate the share. If you have the share, accumulate the share. That's the only reason. The 300 is the easiest target for Rvnl. When it reached 300, let's just once more value the share. Okay. So as usual, this is my personal view about the company. Please consider your own advisor before taking any position in the company, or study yourself before taking position in the company. And if anyone is new to my channel, please subscribe my channel. Please send my videos to friends and relatives. Thank you very much for all your patient listening. Thank you.